Hey there everyone, this is Zare.
And this is Liv.
And we're back with Danganronpa 2. Switch over screen. Alright, this is it. The sixth trial. And I still don't think we have enough for any new skills. Actually, can we even buy any new ones? We don't have Monomi anymore. I have 3 crystals, so I can buy, like, 1 weak thing.
What do you think you have the most trouble with?
I'm gonna see what my options are here. Increased jumping power. So downshift or upshift? Hey James, hey Hawk, welcome to the stream.
Yo, Hawk. Hey, James.
I was gonna say, you leaving James high and dry?
No!
Reduces your aiming speed during the non-stop debate. I guess we go upshift. And what was that, 2? Alright, that's everything. Let's get started.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
This world's true identity. If I answer this, it will be true. But I don't understand that line. Okay.
I guess self-affirmation is the key?
And that lie become the truth.
You could just... Okay, you can just determine what is true.
But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. Oh boy, starting right with the Hangman's Gambit.
Virtual?
They're going fast.
Yep, virtual.
Ah, crap, there it was.
There. Yes!
I got it! This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Well, thanks for letting me piece that together myself.
Woo!
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious? Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit?
If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now?
Yep.
That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know. The all-in-your-mind trope makes you feel such cruel despair.
Yeah. So I was figuring that that was his whole idea. Assuming that we are all the members of the Ultimate Despair originally, and we're put into the simulation to try to de-brainwash us there. Whoever Ultimate Despair, the person in the room that was working with them, put in this little teddy virus, and now he's running the game. So maybe we'll lose a couple Despair members, but you'll stoke the whole feelings of despair, even if they've been detoxicated.
Oh.
But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line. 'Cause it's a game!
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game!
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a game!
Okay, cut that soundbite.
'Cause it's a game!
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
'Cause it's a game!
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it. This closed
Just do it.
space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain. Which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something. Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators, but...
Avatars.
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove?
Memories, despair. The specific thing that was removed from our bodies. He's definitely talking about that, right?
I see!
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy? Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
A sci-fi game. This world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? That's a lot of stuff.
Oof.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
What game world? What avatar? I'm a human being with a real body!
This is a virtual world. We're avatars that were created for this world. I don't want to believe something like that, but...
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the
What would we
evidence!
choose from again?
What does that mean?
Tragedies.
Your avatar's made
List
of
of
memories from
subjects?
before.
That's what I was looking for. Release of equipment. I don't think that one's quite it. That seems like it's more going to be pulled out for the Hyoko reveal.
What are we disagreeing with something or agreeing with something?
It's looking like we might be agreeing. Academy survivors? Sounds like it might be it.
But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memory.
Okay, so maybe we're disagreeing with her. I'm a real person with a real body.
Your real bodies actually lived that life.
Well, we can agree with that.
Yeah.
What avatar?
Reserve department, I guess?
I'm a human being
Oh, yeah,
with a
the
real
whole cultivation.
body!
Okay.
So they want us to agree with that one. One thing I should keep in mind is that we might be able to steal that yellow text, but was irrelevant.
Okay, synthetic world, replace memories from the real world, or it's possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. Okay. New world program?
Maybe.
Because that doesn't discredit what she said. We can agree and say that that's the subject of the agreement because of the older picture of Hyoko. Yeah. James makes a point.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's what I meant.
You lived that life. I get it.
You lived, so that's why she's older in the picture.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence.
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school. But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
That must be it.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping. There's a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right?
I mean, you didn't explain that during the last game.
So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
No. Hold on. We didn't know each other before. We wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other. Then, wouldn't he have noticed a difference?
Are you talking about Byakuya? Who's he
We
talking
don't have
about?
any options, so...
He.
Yeah, 3 options.
Monokuma?
Crap!
Seriously? It's Soda or Fuyuhiko? How? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wait. We wouldn't have known if we aged not by looking at each other. There are some people who knew each other before the school year.
Was it Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
Fuyuhiko, you're right.
You're the only one!
Because he's looking for people.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. You knew Peko for a long time, right?
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
That one too. I was thinking the whole
Me too, the game.
incident.
The game thing, yeah.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long? Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars. Are you saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So
No,
if our
I've never
brains
heard
believe
that.
something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that.
The exact phenomenon isn't coming to mind, but I do have a feeling that I understand. And I've heard something like that, just not specifically having a burn mark show up because
Yeah.
you've been burned.
I've heard of something like that, but not the burn reference.
In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room.
Good grief.
But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death. However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
Now I want to Google this. Is this a thing? I've never heard of this.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth? We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here.
Oh, and are they gonna use that as the reason why the people who died are gonna stay dead?
I have no idea.
So we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
It could be brain dead, yeah. I don't know.
That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program. It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
That's why, in the end,
Wee.
it was all just a creation. That's the truth. The truth is it was all a lie. That is this world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, Everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Love the optimism.
Wow, Fuyuhiko. I'm hoping you're right. Don't get me wrong. I hope he's right. I don't think he is, but I'm hoping he's right.
No, they are setting us up for a hope spot hardcore.
Mm-hmm. Don't you dare.
So, you are saying everyone is still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Oh, yeah.
What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth.
Wait a minute.
That's
what if this
you
is...
said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Ooh. What if this is like in the last game? This is gonna be basically a leap of faith. What if they're gonna do it again? Like in the last one, you're gonna have to hope that they made it. Because otherwise, you despair and you realize all those murders were real and everyone's dead and there's no point leaving. You can just run away back into the game, or you can hope they're still there on the other side and jump out of the game and see if it's true.
No, I think they're dead.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I think they might still.
You gotta have hope for the future, yes. But they were already living with the idea that these guys were murdered, so they're gonna feel like shit for a while. But I think they'll be able to overcome it because that was their assumption going into this. When they suddenly have the hope that's not and it's immediately taken away, I don't think that is going to break them after all this.
I don't think they're dead, but they might be like in a coma or something. You know,
I think they're straight up dead because
a bittersweet.
It's a believable lie.
I don't know. We'll find out. He could be saying this just to mess with you, because remember what his job is.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
What?
Then... everyone who died...
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
I mean, it's more or less what I said, but a little bit of a quibble.
I don't know.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Well,
Yeah,
nobody's
Fuyuhiko.
gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
That's not the way it was originally programmed, though. But, you know, he's a virus, so he probably could have made it that way. Unless there's nothing for it to do that in the first place. So, I don't know. He could be fudging it. Like, I don't think... If this was a rehabilitation game, I don't think they would have made it with the capabilities to actually induce true death. He could be fucking with you. Or he could be a super powerful virus and he programmed all the missing stuff in himself.
You know, they wouldn't have to check for any true death glitches of the like if they systematically removed the possibility for violence in the first place. Oh wait, they did that, didn't they?
Come again, say that again.
They originally set up the island so that violence was impossible.
Yeah.
And so there would be no need to factor in any sort of safety check for death.
But I mean...
But even if there is that hope that they come back, we have to keep in mind that they were here for rehabilitation, and their rehabilitation was cut tragically short, especially the nurse.
I know. I'm just saying that, you know, I'm not a programmer, but I'm pretty sure that in order to get the components for certain functions and commands, they need to have been put in there by somebody. So you mean somebody actually programmed in the whole, make it realistic enough that it can actually cause true heart failure?
I'm sure they probably weren't thinking, yeah, you know what's awesome? Heart failure.
Like,
Making a person brainless vegetable for the rest of their lives.
Let-
I think it's just something that follows.
It could...
Because they did need the realistic simulation.
Possibly.
Maybe they either didn't think of this possibility, or maybe there just wasn't any way to work around it and still maintain the simulation.
I don't know. I feel like we're making a bunch of leaps to get this dire answer without, thinking of the technical difficulties that could be in the way. I think we're giving this virus a little bit more power than than he's. Yeah,
he has a lot
bloating.
of power. You can't deny that.
He has a lot of power, but I think we're giving I'm thinking we're giving him too much lenience.
No, I think it's just straight up connected to what the system is. Virus didn't have to do anything other than lift a couple of safety precautions.
Monochrome is a virus. Assume that any capability that software could have.
And while Lith is mumbling that, I'll read out what she's reading. You're absolutely right, but it's a game connected to the subject's brains. Delivering appropriate signals is all it would likely take, which are under software control. Absolutely right about it not being designed to kill people in the first place. Since Monokuma is a virus, one can assume that any capability that software could have, hardware modifications aside, he has.
It's possible. I mean, he can make up his own program tools, maybe. He's a super, super special virus.
I mean, he's made an unreasonable number of copies of himself. Even digitally, that's going to require so much power.
I'm just saying that if this game could kill, it didn't come from within the game itself. It has to be him. Like the game, I don't think the game originally provided Monokuma the tools to do it. I think he'd had to have modified it.
I think a more realistic scenario is that it did have the potential to do that, and they programmed in a bunch of safety checks, which he then undid.
Possibly.
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing?
No.
No.
Then Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then we were taken out.
Also no.
No.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation.
The Future Foundation is our real enemy?
Nope. Come on, Hajime.
That's why he's hesitating. Is that it? Is that really it?
Think back to all your clues. Amazing!
So,
Every
Pico.
word of that sentence was wrong.
The
Okay.
Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation. I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
It wasn't a killing game.
There's
we
no
have
way
a
they're good guys.
we have a bullet to say that
Then the
no, the
Future
Neo World
Foundation
program.
is-
It was something else. I believe it was. It should talk about how it performs. So, yeah, undo sustained trauma through use of a virtual world, creating hope, but became filled with
After
death
the virus
after the
detected,
virus. Yeah, that's it.
Truly an organization of evil.
No.
Who's our enemy? Is it
The
Future
Neo World
Foundation?
program was
No.
developed by the Future Foundation.
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation.
When it's sped up, Soda and Fuyuhiko
enemy's
sound
the
the
Future
same.
I mean, a group that...
No, that's wrong. Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Yep.
Then why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is...
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monomi.
Monomi, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
She's an overseer.
Hey, don't change the subject.
But it's also something we need to clear up. Monomi, or Usami's role that she had in this world was magical girl.
I see.
She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of Observer.
NPC? What's that?
Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
I gotta give Soda props. He's adjusted really quickly.
I guess when you get him talking about machines and programs, he can kind of calm down a little bit.
Please wait. Did you just say 15 people?
Good eye,
You forgotten how to
Sonia.
count? We're 16 people in total.
You hear with your ears, but yes.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
Future Foundation's other observer.
Check.
Has to be referring to Best Girl.
I see.
Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program. One of them was Monomi, and the other one was...
Could it have been Chiaki?
Now, if anyone is going to survive this, and this is not just me being hopeful for my waifu, but I think it would be Chiaki, given that she should have known that this was a simulation.
Or she might pull a sacrifice and save everybody else.
We have not set up any parameters for that sort of situation to come up.
We'll see.
Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
Actually, what am I saying? She was a program. So it doesn't matter. She has a backup.
Yep.
I mean, alter ego is fine.
Yeah. Alter Ego pulled something like that
She was
before.
just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Then she wasn't human?
She didn't exist at all. Not human.
No, that's not it. Chiaki was really alive.
I refuse
Even
to
if she
believe
was a virtual
waifu is
existence,
dead.
She was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Don't get all mushy towards a game character.
Shut up!
What are you, an
Plus,
otaku?
she wasn't just a little game character. She was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
World Ender?
Nope.
Now that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Right.
Do not joke about the world ending.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
For everyone who's here?
Yeah.
Hey, what do
if
you mean,
we
those
were
of us
part,
here?
if we
Why are
were
you
part
lumping
of
us with
World
you?
Ender, the Future Foundation's taking care of us. It's kind of a mixing allegiances around a little bit, but if we were the programmed World Ender lackeys under the control of the Future Foundation, then you could say we're part of the Future Foundation. He could be mixing semantics here.
No. We're not part of Future Foundation. Future Foundation is its own little organization that the team from the first game joined up with, and they developed this virtual world here. Then the protagonists of the original game broke off from their command to try to deprogram some of these Ultimate Despair students instead of us consigning them to execution.
That's what I said. I mean, like, just because they broke off doesn't mean that they're still not using all of the stuff that the Future Foundation has created. So if you're under the custody of the Future Foundation, you could be considered part of them, because they're taking responsibility for you.
I'm not sure what definition of the world would allow someone in custody of an organization to join that organization.
It's kind of like guilty by association.
Anyways.
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Like, don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us.
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, It appears the main cast has finally arrived.
Oh no, he has a final form.
Huh?
Main cast.
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What? World Ender?
It's Mr. Naegi.
Oh god, I hope not.
Why not?
Oh, sorry. Got mixed up with
It's not the
Nagito.
Future Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies with you guys.
Ah!
All right, I was waiting for you, Makoto. You finally arrived.
Makoto? If he's going to immediately throw blame at us, I'm thinking this might just be the virus's doing.
My name is Makoto Naegi. Like you, I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy. And right now, I'm a member of the Future Foundation.
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly show up?
I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! Hey, what happened?
What is this? Isn't he acting a bit strange? This guy's attitude. It's as if he's being cautious of us.
Of course, I don't mind rescuing you guys. But before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in.
The situation we're in.
Why do you think the Future Foundation decided to put you guys into the Neo World program?
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
The Neo World program has another name. The Hope Restoration Program.
Hope Restoration Program?
By now, you should understand your true identities.
Huh? Our true identities?
Aren't we the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy who were rescued by the Future Foundation?
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues. Put them all together and try thinking about it.
Put it together. Think. Logic dive. Survivors. The Hope's Peak Academy.
Hajime and the others. Oh. Hope's Peak Academy. Oh yeah, Makoto. No, Hajime. We thought we were Makoto, but we not.
Up. They are still survivors, even if they did join Despair.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the one behind me stopped me from going too far backwards. Ruins of Despair. Here we go. Ooh, very narrow now.
Yep.
Hajime to recover from despair.
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming together. Could it be? The survivors of Hope's Peak Academy and the remnants of Ultimate Despair are...
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys. That's
He's
right.
giving us
Not only are
pointing.
you guys the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy,
You're also survivors of Ultimate Despair!
We're all Ultimate Despair?
Don't be stupid!
Called it.
in the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon further investigation, we discovered an unbelievable truth. The 15 people we acquired were actually the horrifying remnants of despair.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that they're dangerous guys who are responsible for terrorism, coups d'etats, and wars. Yes, they're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world. Despair in human form, but utterly devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are.
This picture is really out of place.
Okay.
The ultimate despairs don't care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go.
Getting warmer.
They live solely to torment everything,
Ugh.
to burn everything, to kill everything. We're part of a dangerous group like that?
That's gotta be a lie!
That's right. There's no way. There's no way we're all Ultimate Despair.
Nagito probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
Nagito? Why are you bringing him up all of a sudden?
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys. It was a special prize for clearing the final dead room.
Which Gundam didn't get. I guess it's because he only went with one bullet.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles? But inside...
But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
No, it used to have profiles from after you entered the school, but Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Why? Why do you know something like that?
Anyway, it's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys?
Nagito learned the truth. What did he try to do to us? This doesn't hold. Because if he knew that, then he should have known who Chiaki was. Are you telling us to answer that?
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I have no idea. Something...
Last case.
Kill you all? I don't know. Kill... I don't know. Kill us all! I'm seriously? I was joking! Jeez! Wow. Oof. we go. Nope.
I got it!
He tried to kill everyone except for the traitor.
Right, that is a thing I can do, isn't it, JM? Slow it down.
Ah.
That's right. After seeing the file, you learn that everyone, including him, was ultimate despair. And he tried to kill everyone except the traitor.
Did Nagito try to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Yes, because of his love for hope and his hatred toward despair. I sort of understand that feeling. Don't mess with us. Why do we have to be treated like the bad guys?
There must be some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
I don't need a twist like that.
It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before you entered the school. But it all happened at Hope's Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
Junko.
Her?
The true ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair. In order to remove that influence, you've been placed into the Hope Restoration Program.
Is that why you took away our school memories?
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're within the Neo World program. But your true bodies in the real world are different. In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family, friends, and even your own body.
Family, friends, and our own bodies? Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
He's right. There's no way we do something like that.
Don't turn away from the truth!
Ah!
Ah, so that's what that was all about.
Yep.
What was that? Just now? A memory? But... a person... That was Nagito, right?
The hand.
It appears
Gross.
you've remembered a little. Now, face what you've done. And from there, you will finally take your first steps on the path to hope.
You know, that's to say me right.
So what
It's
are
a
we?
new thing.
Let's find out.
There's obviously some kind of mistake.
Nope.
There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family,
Whoa!
and you even destroyed your own bodies.
I can agree with that.
How can you say we did all that?
We're being tricked. We're being tricked by the Future Foundation!
Doubt hope? How much despair is within you guys?
I don't know. I think
To be
accepting.
fair, you're not exactly presenting it hopefully.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty despairing thought, actually.
You're ultimate despair? It's not possible. To organize the information. If I organize it, I'll probably be able to...
There's obviously some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
So, are we trying to agree, maybe?
Yes.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family. And you even destroyed your own...
That must be it. If that memory I felt was actually a memory from the real world, what Nagito did was... He cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko Enoshima's arm.
What did you say?
He probably thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive within him.
I don't get this at all.
The ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well. Where's the bathroom?
It's just a game anyway, so why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that.
It's too soon to feel sick. It's not even the worst thing the Ultimate Despairs have done.
Killing friends and family? Ooh, boy.
Some wasted away to skin and bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation.
Whoa.
Others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them. Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide. One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair?
I think we can actually start piecing together which of these is which. So, maybe Fuyuhiko is going to have an eye patch when he wakes up. One on the left there looks like Soda. Hard to say who the middle and top right one is.
And not just that. Some even tried to have children.
Okay,
with Junko's
that's
dead
fucked
body.
up.
You were expecting less? I'm more surprised that this thing was publicly accessible.
Yeah, weird.
Just stop!
How the hell could they get their hands on that, considering where she was?
Wasn't she crushed at the very end of all that?
Yeah, she was sealed inside the building. How did they get their hands on her dead body?
Well, let's assume they get into the building somehow. How is there anything resembling a body to do anything with?
I know! That's why I'm having a hard time believing that
Granted,
one.
she survived the first 4 steps of her own execution, so maybe
I have
her
no...
body withstood getting crushed.
I have no fucking clue.
That's just a bullshit story. That's obviously bullshit! So you feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling.
Yeah,
But there's no
especially
need to
when I was
worry.
worried about the last
If
one.
you just advance toward the hope I provide, you'll definitely be saved.
Okay, that sounds almost creepy.
Hello, Nagito.
Save? You'll save us?
Of course. That's my purpose, after all. That's why the Neo World program was created, too.
You put us inside this program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation inside the Neo World program was just a simulation. If we remove the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
This is kind of off topic, but I think the top right one that starved was Akane.
So, you're saying this was like a test? I guess I can say that the test was a success. Even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope Fragments, nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here. That's why all you need to do is choose graduate.
Yep, you are definitely with Monokuma.
If we do that,
Yeah.
we can get out of here?
I don't believe you.
However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return.
Huh?
If you choose to graduate, and the observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded?
Means by uploading our avatar's memories into our bodies, also forcibly erasing our past selves. That's why it's called the Hope Restoration Program. So that is the Neo World Program.
Hey, what happens to the people whose avatars died? If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing we can do.
So you're saying they'll never wake up?
God damn it! Damn fucking shit!
Ahem. Please take a look at this flipbook for a quick rundown of your options.
I feel there's an inconsistency
If you
here.
choose graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever. Unfortunately, the people who have already died will not be able to wake up.
But
a
if your
thought.
avatar is
What will
being
happen if we do not choose to graduate?
But if our avatars are being uploaded and rewriting the personality that's there, wouldn't that mean that there's a personality already in there?
Yeah, sleeping.
Sleeping. So I feel like we're dealing less with a transplant and insert and a copy and insert.
Now it sounds like he's going to just forcibly overwrite it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that I think that this is a loophole. I think they actually are alive, but they're going to be their original selves. They won't have the avatars that can be copied and put in. They'll actually be the original Despairs still. So the avatars that were copied and cultivated to become the new personalities, they're definitely dead. But the ones that were the originals are actually still there in their catatonic state. They're probably going to have to do it all over again or something. But you killed off the avatars that were supposed to replace their original personality. It's like, it was one of the, I saw another game that had...
I believe this.
They had another game that went into this called Soma, where it had to deal with the whole idea of copying people's personalities or whole avatars of themselves, and which one is the original, or does it really matter, and stuff like that. Are they both two separate entities now? I'm thinking that maybe that's something that they're just conveniently either not talking about, or they're skirting around that on purpose. Like this, you're going to be the new personality that's going to override the original one.
So basically what we're looking at here is that the original Ultimate Despair are sitting in a room, and they're not actually aware of anything going on. They're catatonic right now. Meanwhile, a couple of, 15 avatars, based on their personalities from 2 to 3 years ago, have been running through this simulation independent of them. And at the conclusion of all this, those avatars are going to forcibly override the minds of the 15.
Yeah.
In as best they can, considering some of them are deleted.
Yes, exactly. I'm thinking what's going to happen is they copy their personality, omitted some memories, and stuck them in and made them the avatars. The avatars run around, and if they graduate, they get uploaded, and they're the new personality. But you've killed off the new ones that were supposed to replace the others, which means the other ones are alive technically, but they're not your friends. They're actually the original ones that were first taken in at the first place. You're the new ones.
There's a couple things to think about with that. So, first of all, just from a story perspective, that removes the human element from everyone. Mm-hmm. These have all been simulations running completely independent of any human interaction, and that doesn't feel quite right to me.
Not entirely. This actually comes down to what you think is human. And it was actually, like I said, there was a game that talked all about that for the detail, but the brass tacks was the idea was, just because you're a copy of somebody else's mind and personality, does that mean that you're not human, or you're just a new human made from someone else? But the idea is that you're a copy of that person's mind and personality. Like a copy paste. And now you're going to be a copy paste again, and you're going to go over the original one.
So the other thing, this doesn't quite give us any answers, but something to think about. Mm-hmm. That whole despair disease where the nurse's new personality came from. If she is not connected to her avatar, then what that means is that instead of pulling her current personality and making it dominant again, they just reconstructed her personality and overrode her avatar.
It's possible. The virus seems to be able to do a lot of weird shit. So,
but if that was the case, why didn't he just do that for everyone? That would have made things a lot simpler and would have given him a larger army at the end of it.
Could be a moral reason, like they have to kind of...
Monokuma does not have moral compunction.
No, I'm talking about the people that originally programmed it.
It doesn't matter in the face of the virus.
Well, why make anybody kill anybody? I don't know. He likes it. That's what he does. Maybe it's to really pull their thumb at the programmers that were trying this in the first place. Like, hey, you can copy these people and emit things, but in the end, you know, their true essence of despair will rise to the surface all on its own. Maybe it's a natural thing or something.
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that?
Well, even if we wake up in the real world, we are all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe staying on this island is...
What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from here?
You don't have to force yourself to return to a painful reality. Let's just play this game forever and ever!
Ooh, this adds another layer of real nastiness to it. If for some reason you care about the original mind in the original body, that means if you want to go home, you gotta kill that mind and take its place.
That is not the issue here. Everyone is basically in agreement that the world is better off with who they originally were.
I don't know.
The problem that they're actually hesitating on is the mention that the Ultimate Despair have mutilated their own bodies.
Yep.
Which means
they don't know what they're waking up in.
The problem is not you're going to override the personality of someone who's alive. The problem is you're going to get a really shitty hand-me-down.
Yep. And you know, you may be a different person, but the world may not see you as that, you know?
In so much as you left any witnesses.
I don't know.
Don't be ridiculous. If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap.
But still, is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves?
You're asking that now? If we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up till now even for?
And actually, hold on, there's another problem with this whole theory. So, let's say that all these avatars are completely independent of the bodies and the minds, right? So, they were based off of them, and now they're running independent on their own system. For the people who died, make new avatars.
Well, that might take time. Making a personality is
We got time.
quite complicated.
Well, first of all, we've got time. Second of all,
not with the
proven that they can do backups.
Not with the virus running around doing this shit. Maybe they don't have time, and they have someone looking for them right now. They don't have that much time, actually.
Well, then I'll point towards backups.
Yes.
Even Monami, Monami, or Usami as it was, had backups.
Yeah.
Never supposed to happen. Why would someone write code to replace dead people and nobody was supposed to die? You say that, but you brought up a point that I didn't vocalize, and that's, what if in the middle of the experiment there was some sort of seg fault or some sort of blip in the electricity network that would undo all of the progress from their last save point? That sounds like a good reason to have a backup.
Well, I think we're also making assumptions of what the situation is for them outside. Like, how the system works, what pressures and tensions and what things are the future Foundation having to deal with to keep us out of the hands of the people that actually want to get us and execute us right away.
All I know is you can't trust 100% of what's coming out of Makoto and Monokuma's mouth.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's a
Let's keep
completely
going.
different idea. You can just start the program over from scratch using the original body's minds to create fresh avatars for everyone. Yeah, unless we have the you don't have time scenario.
Yeah. It sounds like they're running out of time, and the virus certainly is not helping.
You're right. We've been trying desperately to survive until we can finally leave this place. If we don't get out of here now, all the deaths we've endured will be in vain. I know this, but... something's not right.
Yeah, he's smiling too much. I want to wipe that off his face.
How come Monokuma isn't trying to stop us? Is he just going to stay quiet and overlook it? Is he just going to stay quiet and overlook us getting out of this game room? And everything Monokuma did would be pointless too. Not only that, is it really okay for us to believe him? Should we get out? Or
Wait,
I see.
why would we need to get out if he... Oh.
Wait, can we have some time to decide?
Did you get scared like Sonia?
No,
No.
it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange. You still don't understand? Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned. But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
They're not.
No, they're not.
Makoto, what has happened to you?
Just listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
I knew it. Just as I thought. There's something wrong with you.
Yep. Because if it was just so simple to graduate, why the heck do we need that code that he gave us before? Yep. There it is.
I said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Whine.
Let's do what he says and get out of here. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
And apparently, we are actually the bad guys.
It's fine to trust him, right?
The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future
Yeah.
Foundation.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. Did you say it's foolish to defy the Future Foundation?
No, he said no one can defy them.
No one. You did.
Then how do you explain your actions?
My actions?
I saw it. The email that the Future Foundation sent to you.
To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep those people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right?
Right.
The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of hope-filled future.
In that email, Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of despair,
Sudden Japanese accent.
Yeah.
which clearly contradicts what this person is saying.
Is that email for real? The Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on! We'll deal with that later. Hey, Monokuma. Those clues we found were all real, right?
Gasp!
And it's not the only contradiction. This Makoto person is saying also contradicts what we've... What? This Makoto person is saying also contradicts what we've already been told. Essentially, I cannot guarantee that there are no issues with this program. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you. I wanted to protect you. To me, those words seem much more real. If so, the person in front of us is...
Tell me, Makoto Naegi, who are you?
Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie.
Yep, that's clinched it.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking...
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof!
Damn it! He's trying to interfere. Then, to prove whether the Makoto Naegi is real or not, I'm gonna shove that in his face.
Panic talk. Oh dear.
I can't hear you! Better luck next time! What? What do you want? Punishment
Do you remember
is
the
waiting
Do you
for
remember the
you.
number?
You're getting all riled up. What are you even talking about? Enough already.
What was the number?
That's
It was like
impossible.
11.
11037.
Proof,
Yeah.
proof. Are you sure about this? I'm not listening. Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? I can't hear you. Better luck next time. What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you. You're getting all riled up. What are you even talking about?
All the
Enough
things.
already. You
There it is.
insolent fool. If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof.
Ha
The end.
I tried
Take
to
that.
hit the 1 twice.
Yeah.
Notice the 10 at first.
Makoto Naegi, if that's who you really are, then tell me this.
Huh?
Why did you make the password to Nezumi Castle 11037?
Ooh.
I thought you might have. Well, no, if it was in the castle, then no point with holding it.
Yeah.
What was that again?
Can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, where'd you find that out?
Who cares? So how about it? Can you even answer?
Haha.
Oh man, I've been found out.
Sucker.
Out. Then you're...
Ugh.
Disappointing. And I thought I was on the right track.
He disappeared? Hey! That guy disappeared!
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program. So anything's possible, right?
Then... that was just the work of Monokuma?
Aw, you found out I was faking! This is so embarrassing! I just wanna kill myself!
What are you doing? Why'd you show us a fake member of the Future Foundation?
That fake was trying to get us out to the real world. Then that's your plan? Is that where your trap is?
Man, they saw right through me! I may as well be invisible.
A trap? What kind of trap did you set?
Hey,
if you know what's good for you,
Thanks.
you better hurry the hell up and confess. I'll beat you half to death if you tell us now. But if you don't spit it out soon, I'm just gonna kill ya!
How's that worked out for you?
Just kill him right now! Then this nightmare can finally end!
Violence is not allowed!
Akane Digivolve
This
into.
isn't that kind of game! It's a much smarter game, right?
What game? This game is already over!
This game is over? No! I'm not gonna let you finish yet! There's no way this can end before I've even transformed!
Oh gosh.
Transform?
A transformation is customary in a final boss battle, right? You know, like that one role-playing game?
That one role-playing game. There's only one in the whole world, Zare. Remember that one? That one game?
Moreover, he did this in Danganronpa 1.
You know what game I'm talking about. Final...
Fantasy!
Fallacy.
Don't say it!
Now then, allow me to show you. I'll skip the second and third forms and go straight to my final form!
Technically, this is more fitting for the Dragon Ball Z RPG. Which is actually a thing. Though it's not quite your turn-based affair. Still had experience and levels, so.
Unless you're playing Final Fantasy 13. Ugh. So many forms.
You better not be bluffing. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and pull all your stuffing out!
What? I have a bad feeling about this. The inside of my brain is burning. Sizzling. Really, really bad feeling.
Uh-oh.
It's him, but bigger.
Now then, make sure you burn this ginormous despair you're about to see into your memories.
You'll just be tiny in like one color.
Or maybe he's just gonna become Junko again.
That would be cool.
I'm gonna die!
Ooh. Oh.
Well then,
Whoa. You called it.
both of them.
It's a Titan! Cool music. We get it back again.
Actual modeling.
Cool.
What? What's going on?
Am I hallucinating?
Kind of.
I know anything goes here. But this? This is clearly not fucking okay!
I want to get a screenshot of this. This is clearly not fucking okay. Ooh. Come on.
I got it.
Yeah.
I've got a better quality than your phone could ever manage.
Hey! It's gonna go on my wallpaper.
I see. So that's your reaction to seeing an extra-large high school girl. But are they really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small?
I feel like I recognize this voice, and not just because she's Junko.
Yeah.
She's huge! She's way too huge! But the final boss in a certain action game is much bigger. You know, that game, Kniferella.
She said it anyway.
I see. An estimated bust size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge. Hey, want me to squish you in between them? Big boobs feel good, you know.
She's mimicking your waifu. You gonna take that line down, Zer?
Hmm?
She's mimicking your waifu. You gonna take that line down? Hey.
That's not a catchphrase. Her catchphrase is, I think.
No, that's one of her catchphrases, but she always says hey.
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage. But, too bad, this isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss. So fucking hopeless!
This is Monokuma's true identity?
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm shocked you'd call me this thing. Oh, you're so mean. Is it just me, or did her personality change?
I see you're new to Junko.
Mm-hmm.
I get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who gets easily bored. And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, "It's too damn soon to say you got bored, right?"
Wait, what?
I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking. You are not bored at all.
I got bored of getting bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks.
Even when you're dead. Does that mean... It's this person's true identity?
Junko.
I see.
Byakuya Togabe.
Are you Junko Enoshima?
Did you say Junko Enoshima? Isn't she dead?
Also, we're in a simulation.
Shouldn't think about it, Fuyuhiko. I know you're trying.
It's true. I did end up dying the last time. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go so fast. I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time. Jeez, stupid. You're the one who made me go.
Bilingual bonus.
Oh, yeah.
And why is someone who died here right now?
Soda.
Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called alter ego?
Yep.
Exuberance! We are now an AI! We have transcended humanity!
What AI? Stop saying all this crazy bullshit.
You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive.
By yourself?
Wow.
And then someone uploaded me into this Neo World program. And that's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys.
That's insane. This insane bitch is Junko Enoshima. She's responsible for everything. The destruction of Hope's Peak Academy. The destruction of the world. One who took over the Neo World program and forced us to kill each other. It was all this bitch is doing!
Taking some classes from Fuyuhiko, I see.
I like to think of myself as more of a self-study. Even so, what am I supposed to do? Even if we know she's Junko Enoshima.
Don't get cautious and think stuff like, what can we do? I mean, we're all ultimate despair here.
Eh.
That's it. Mithra. That's where I'm recognizing her.
Ah.
Each and every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of the road. So, let's all be friends! Hell no! Man, they hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me.
Huh?
Tampered with the graduation program?
Remember what that fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens to you when you graduate, right? I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for graduating. So, I decided to modify what happens so it's something exciting and unique. Just like a game. Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks. That's why I decided to resurrect them. This is the new graduation program I'm offering.
Resurrect? Hey, are you serious? Can you really do that?
It was like real hard, you know?
Wow.
The graduation program is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted code. It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am. Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Before that, every time a computer froze, I used to put it in a microwave and nuke it.
How'd that work?
Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it?
I like that one of her.
That bomb, the timer.
Who cares about that? Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life?
Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right?
They come back, but they don't have an avatar to upload.
So it'll be her.
By the way, I'll give you a clue. You guys were always watching time slip away at a certain place.
So you're not gonna tell us until we answer that?
We're completely at her mercy. But if we can't progress until we answer, we have no choice but to answer. How long it took for Junko Enoshima to modify the graduation program? I don't remember the exact time frame though. She said we were watching how long it took.
Who's the clock?
So, a certain place we were watching that was...
Jabberwock clock, yeah.
I see!
The countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of. That's the only place we consistently watch that has anything to do with time.
Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program.
How brilliantly wrong! You're totally wrong about that tricky timer.
Wrong? Then what was it?
How should I put this? I was just goofing around.
Huh?
I mean, isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it? It's kind of like superhero cosplayers, or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right? It was just for show? In the end, it was meaningless. Does that fill you with despair? Like getting booted from a game server? You know those murder mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder?
Yep.
Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what did you expect at this stage of the game?
She's seriously messed up.
Well, in a way. The countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0.
Enough. Please stop.
Don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating the program. While you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces, I was working so hard on my own, you know?
Hey, enough with this pointless crap! Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died?
Like I said, it's easy. It's just a game after all.
Just a game?
Yeah. Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game. There's no way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before. You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is real, it becomes real.
The game where you
Actually,
throw
she
my
copied
words
Fuyuhiko
back at
who
me
said
is
that, and then she
over.
said it.
So you don't really have to worry about it.
Technically.
I won't worry about it.
Sorry.
It's okay. I already said it. Fuyuhiko said it, and then she said it, and now she's saying it again.
Hey! Who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who died comes back to life, that's good enough.
But if we do not understand the principles behind it, then we do not even know if it is really possible.
You're so close, Sonia. So
Yeah.
close.
You're so close, Sonia.
Anything goes in this world. You've seen that happen so many times already, right?
Well, if a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life, right?
If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program, how are we supposed to respond to that?
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the real world.
Yeah, how likely is that?
If we
feel
go
like
back,
she's
what do
piggybacking.
you get out of it?
Yeah. What do you get out of it?
What benefit do you get by making us return to the real world? As long as we don't know what it is.
Man, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a housewife living on a tight budget. All I want is to put on this graduation performance in a more dramatic way. Well, if you doubt me, you don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back?
Oh, hold on a sec. We're obviously going to get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do.
Of course! We've been working toward that goal for, like, forever!
Because we had that goal, we were able to endure those killings.
Plus everyone can go back together. So there's no reason to hesitate.
There's every reason to hesitate! I don't think you're gonna like Peko anymore if she talks like the crazy lady.
There is no way we can choose to stay here after all we've been through.
Just as expected from the winners of this killing school trip. Your will to live is truly ultimate. Wonderful! That's just more reason for you to execute your role as devices.
Devices?
Okay, now let's stop stalling for time with exposition and hurry up and do it. Now then, why don't you guys just go ahead and answer with the touch panel that's in front of you? I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. If you don't hurry up, I'm seriously really gonna do it. You don't have to say, who are you talking to? It doesn't concern a chump like you, Hajime.
Chump?
Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be over once we press this.
Thank you for not immediately pressing it.
Thank you.
So we just have to press graduate, right?
If we do that, we can go home, right?
I can go back. this, I can finally go back. He's right. With this, we can finally go back. This will be the end. Our friends who died will be saved. That's way beyond what we expected. Then, it's safe to say that this is the good ending, right?
Don't press anything.
Hey, what are you doing? It's decided by a majority vote, so just don't think about it and press graduate. Don't you want to go back home? I don't care if you want to stay here, but don't drag us into it.
Oh, really? We're not gonna have a choice in this?
Well, no, I chose don't press anything.
Let's try repeat.
I mean, right now, that option doesn't really help us. Because, as he said, it's a majority vote.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go.
Nope.
That, like,
She's not saying
hey!
it.
That's the repeat button!
Don't you get it? If you press that, we're stuck here, you know? Are you... Wait, what happened to your eye patch?
Yeah, where'd it go? Fuyuhiko, your eye! It's a miracle! That's what happens when you press the repeat button. Everybody gets rebooted.
You better not start saying how we're better off staying here!
Okay, we don't get it. We really don't get a choice in this.
I mean, the option I wanted wasn't here anyways, which is, you know, tell them to stop.
Yeah.
If I did any of those other options, we're still in the same location.
Yeah.
It's rather petty, that's not quite the word I'm looking for, that the game's making us do this, because right now, as it is, we have to get interrupted.
Yeah.
I got it!
Thank you!
Don't press it! This is Junko's trap!
No shit, Sherlock! Thank you!
As expected!
Yes, absolutely
That guy
expected.
from earlier is back again.
It's not again. This time, it's the real one.
Real? I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
Yeah, we know.
This guy is the real Makoto Naegi? This is the guy I spoke to?
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but
I don't think this song has been in this game to this point.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it.
thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown. And thus, the main character gallantly appears. So cool! I'm drooling so much!
Did you also time my arrival? No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone. And then I'm going to settle this between us once and for all.
Don't say it like that, please.
I mean, she managed this. We know there's a third game.
I'm drooling! I can't stop my leak! How were you able to get here, Makoto?
It's too much
used
fruit
my
and soda.
tricks to hack into the program, he must have hacked in with his tricks too, right?
Or maybe he got him the same way we did.
Mm-hmm.
That's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone.
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students. Which means you must respect my authority.
I already know the risks of being here.
You always had such reckless hope. I love you so much that you disgust me.
Hey, just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap?
It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know? If we get out of here, it'll all resolve itself peacefully. After all this, I can't let you get in the way.
The fact that you guys are even thinking like that is Junko's trap.
Huh?
She's lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life.
Oh, little old me?
Who do we trust?
If you knew Junko's true goal, you'd know she's lying.
Stop pointing.
You know her goal?
Rude.
Junko's goal is to convert the Hope Restoration Program to the Despair Restoration Program.
The Despair Restoration Program?
As part of the graduation program, your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole my friend's skill to create, and upload herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
What? Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
What the fuck?
Like the real world, once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered. It's actually impossible to revive them.
Oh, okay.
I feel like there should have been ways to do that, but okay. I mean, I ultimately expected the death would be irreversible.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear. And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, it doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person. The data of everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personalities.
Don't mess with me.
In fact, I have a lot of data on Fuyuhiko, so I know some things that'll make you happy. I can play a version of Peko that's more to your liking than she ever was.
I said, don't fucking mess with me!
Operation Junkify All Mankind begins here!
Okay. Junkify all mankind?
After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters.
Oh,
And
man.
then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world!
Well, we're the
This,
same thing.
My despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land, will be complete! That's Operation Junkify All Mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah! Our dreams are expanding and...
Where's that factory that's gonna make all of those wigs and dresses? Have all those surgeries?
That messed up plan is your goal?
Then why didn't you just kill all of us?
Considering how easily bored she gets, she might just be like, "Eh, these shells are good enough."
If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
Is that what you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
She wasn't able to do that. Was it because there's something she didn't do? So, the reason is...
This trip rules or something?
I guess.
Because she's an overseer or a teacher?
I see!
Yeah.
I got it. It's because of the school trip's rules.
Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip?
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher.
However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow them. That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
Rule number 4. Believe me. So, the rules were protecting us?
Man, I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan.
So you made us kill each other, because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Hold on. What about that whole funhouse incident? Granted, no one died as a result of her, but... what would she have done in that scenario with no one killed?
I don't know. Death by circumstance? Or maybe...
Because there has to be some sort of fail-safe that would have saved them from starving, because it clearly wasn't saving them from getting put into that situation by a teacher.
I don't know.
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
Chump change.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
So that's your trap. You try to make us choose graduate, so you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
How can you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair. She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization. That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember fondly? Picture thousands of fools who are madly in love with me, dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray. And the best part is, they did it to themselves, you know?
Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, that memory is so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
For me? Could it be? Is she talking about them right now?
Yeah, killing school life. Or the reserve corps students. Yeah, they killed themselves.
See. Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve course. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Mass suicide? What's she talking about?
An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
2,357 people? That's an outrageous number.
You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all died at once. That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
And it froze.
I missed this.
Sorry, guys.
I'm having some trouble with the connection. Please try again in a moment.
Thank you, Siri.
Oh. Maybe the other. Stepped on her.
It usually does recover on its own. It just takes a while. I'm waiting for the task manager now. It doesn't actually help anything, but it's just a good sign that it's fixed itself.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with.
There we are.
You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
I'm just gonna wait for this to finish her key.
Bring it on, Junko, you witch!
If someone like me is born, That means the world is yearning for despair.
I feel like this is a reference, and I should know what this is. I feel like I've seen this character before.
I know.
And it's driving me crazy. Check out her bears! Look at their eyes!
Oh, they're just on fire.
Oh, man.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh? If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate, right?
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead.
Does that mean we gotta stay here to keep her from getting out?
What the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation. They'll be able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game forever.
Wrong! That's not it!
But ultimate despair is
What is it,
hated
Makoto?
worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped. LOL.
Congratulations, classmates! You are now guardians of sealed evil in the can.
Nice!
This is nothing to
Gundam would be
LOL
really
about.
envious.
He seems to be the kind of guy who likes to live his life and be free.
Unless
But
he
it's so
sacrificed himself
ironic.
in a
You came
ritual
all
to
the way
seal
here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you came all this way to win the game, even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win. The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
Stop it!
It was all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake?
Come on, guys! Talk to the other guy! Come on! He said that's not it! Come on!
Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings in the class trials? Was it just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs killed each other off? This is just too...
Don't give up yet!
Yeah, there we go.
There is a way you guys can get out of here, without letting Junko out.
Huh?
No, there's no way such a convenient... There is? Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
First she's heard of it. Sorry. First she's heard of it. Then it's a way that even Junko doesn't know about, right? The way to get out that Junko doesn't know about might be that.
Shutdown sequence.
Glad they gave me the time to read it.
I see!
Are you talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop.
And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
Huh?
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
Reason the shutdown sequence can't be activated is...
Not enough people.
I see!
Because there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, There are only 6 people here. Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya. The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it. So it's totally impossible.
The hamsters!
Yes! The hamsters! Were they plugged in? Please say they were plugged in. Great.
Well, they should be kicking around somewhere. They just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
So who knows if they're even here. But what about Alter Ego?
Alter Ego can count.
Brings us to 7. If we had the ability to make a copy, we'd be at 8. But I don't think we exactly have the authority in this space. Convince Junko.
Wait! Get the little mini machine to do it in Akane's pocket.
That's why he doesn't want it around.
Yeah, he said make sure you turn that thing off. Turn it back on, Akane.
Come on, Mekamaru.
Mini Mekamaru.
But I don't think the hamsters are large enough to press both buttons at the same time. Also, as I mentioned, they might not even be here.
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command?
No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Huh?
Them?
Oh, they're logging in.
Believe. Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this.
Chiyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come!
Kyoko? Byakuya?
We'd be better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Hey! What's going on? Why are there more people again?
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remember.
Byakuya.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand.
Actually, that is a very niche demographic, and
There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Shut up.
Byakuya! You're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
You shut up too.
His face!
Are you 2 also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
the 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy. You survived and helped you recover your memories. Tragedy? If the Killing School life is referring to that...
You guys are the survivors of the Killing School life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move! Did you really want to see me that badly?
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
She's got something up her sleeve.
Oh.
Her ginormous sleeve.
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like
chump. You said it again!
Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
And this messed up world?
Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what will happen to us?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted.
Oh.
It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
Yup. I was right about the copy
Is
paste.
there a reason to tell them all that?
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program,
We're going to revert back to our original selves before entering the program.
Lose mono coins. Revert to the dead despair. The ultimate despairs.
I see!
does that mean we'll go back to being Ultimate Despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last ultimate despair.
These guys don't want to.
For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered.
When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...?
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
That's quite the leap.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, I am on board with these guys' plan because eventually you can just set up another one of these and
yeah, you
fix
just
it up.
do it again. We just have to get rid of the
Find the traitor, get rid of them.
Yeah, and then of course, you know, get rid of the program that's riddled with the virus and then just do a hard reboot, you know.
Can you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like really nasty.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Also, firewalls use them. To be fair, how many of those memories do you want to keep? There are a few, I will grant you that. But weigh them against the other ones.
It's like you'll have to kind of get to know each other again.
You've done it twice already.
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
Again.
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality.
Kazuichi doesn't want to lose the memory of Sonya in a swimsuit.
Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless. Vanish? Does that include her too? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
No, even if it is best girl, I'd say go for it. If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed, right? If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear?
That's terrible.
She risked her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she existed!
Memory's not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when... Please stop!
going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
We're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
Well, thank you for sugarcoating it.
Thanks, Brachia. They're really gonna press that
We don't know
now.
anything about that past.
Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me,
People who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Yeah.
Yep, she is.
Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing. When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair.
I like the thing that's drawn over your eye now.
And your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win?
All right! Things are starting to heat up!
I love that face.
This isn't a game, you know.
Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
Because it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
Huh?
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people. Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass.
So she lured the originals.
She lured them here to trap them here. If she can convince...
Well, either subject them to despair or just outright revenge.
Yep.
Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
It's not exactly anyone else chasing us. The Future Foundation were really ready to write us off.
So it's them.
Same outcome as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? Sucks if you didn't play the first one. People Junko lured. Method. Should try connecting those dots. Should be an answer there.
Logic dive!
Again.
Okay.
I got this part.
Yep. It's great.
Even with the better jump. This means you have to commit to it.
I wonder if this means that he's a snowboarder in real life. You know? Like, is this a hint of what his hobby was back home?
Yep. Could have also been a skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
Finally. To lure the Academy's headmaster.
Why that? No, I think it's a Future Foundation.
I guess.
Are they the Future Foundation, though?
Well, they were.
See what I mean? Guilty by association. There you go. Oh.
Easy peasy.
Hmm.
Little harder when they just appear.
Pop. Yeah. Oh my god! Screw you, game. Oh! Can you imagine what this must look like to people watching him as he's thinking this? Just making
Probably looks like he's just sitting there with his eyes closed.
with his eyes closed, maybe wincing now and then. Oh, damn, fell off the ramp again. Anjume, what are you doing? Shush! Gotta make this jump. Okay.
What beach?
Junko herself.
It could be either of these two.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. Because isn't that what he said? To settle this between you and me once and for all? Nope.
Nope.
It was Achilles. Okay.
Nailed it. Junko used to force them to watch the killings.
Oh.
Surveillance caramel.
Gamera!
It's all coming together. Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
The surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation. The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation?
Some of them were probably happy about it.
What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
You sure did.
What? I don't remember Sonya doing anything too bad.
Depends on where certain cameras are set up.
Oh boy.
That might also be her weaving out that she's referring to, if you want to be a little more innocent. geeking out over serial killers. Flaunting her military knowledge.
I will never be queen now! Please forget what you saw!
Actually, you already are.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
So you guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
So you should have been super suspicious when you got in now.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but...
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?"
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason. We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Just 1 second, please! That sounds as though we
wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
Ooh.
Huh? Well, so maybe, despite being ultimate despairs, we wanted to get better and actually beg these guys to do it rather than them picking us up and, you know, forcing us into the situation.
So there might be some hope.
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program.
Oh, you're saying they're willingly instigating on your behalf?
I don't know. Find out.
To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime. That's right. The reason the ultimate despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule?
There are 2 options. Graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
The overseer had to. Yeah.
I see! As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
To participate in the graduation program, you need my permission as your acting teacher, you know.
What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Well, I don't think that's gonna matter with the shutdown sequence.
So, Even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it. I feel like this should be a question.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that. All too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh. Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Look upon their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... well... Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
I was totally waiting for a protagonistic line like that. When I crush you with despair, such ecstasy.
Very vibrant.
Wow.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
I suppose she is on the cell after all.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
What?
Mastermind?
Mastermind? Someone else is coming?
If I were to take a guess, it would be the one who planted the virus.
Could be.
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well. Let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Okay.
The old man? The headmaster? Like the original
And the
headmaster?
original Despair. He wasn't headmaster, was he? He was the special ultimate hope that went and killed a bunch of students.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Izuru Kamakura?
Man, I've heard it before. The person was called the ultimate hope. That shouldn't be all he was. That's right. I've seen a person
Headmaster,
called
yeah.
Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. As I recall, that person was...
Founder of the Academy.
I see!
Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder.
I'm wondering if you can really trust that, because how can he be the founder and a student?
Could be someone named after him.
Maybe. Seems a little convoluted.
That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
It does put together how they were able to do all this programming stuff.
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura.
Ooh, Hawk. He made it to enhance himself!
For the context of that, you're saying that he founded Hope's Peak Academy to gather up talent and what, like siphon it, learn from it?
Maybe. Maybe they were always kind of hoping for this technology to come around so he could just download all the talents into himself.
Use them to make himself the ultimate hope. I'm not sure where him being a student plays into all this, but otherwise I can see that.
Maybe he cloned himself, I don't know.
It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed. And not just that. The matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Should have been way before her time, but...
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
Actually, would it have been?
I don't know. We'll find out.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
It's him! Shit! Oh, wow. Well, this is cool.
Huh?
I am... What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Ooh.
I'm with you. Does not compute.
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
Like a reserve student.
Yeah, if Makoto is this confident about it, then he should know what I look like.
Yeah.
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever.
So he's got space to take as much as he needs.
But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamakura?
Ow. Suspense subjects, cultivation plan. I guess we talk about the reserve department?
We have nothing.
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along! Ultimate hope!
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
It's so vague.
In order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata! I've always had that name ever since I was born!
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created hope?
Ooh.
It might be Izuru.
Izuru created hope.
I'm the ultimate hope? The current me and Izuru Kamakura are... What did Hope's Peak Academy do to me?
So he
Good
could...
news?
Maybe he was Hajime, but he's supposed to become Izuru. So let's see.
That's not how linear time works.
No, I'm talking about... Okay, I am completely pushing the other Izuru away. I'm talking about... Maybe it's just the name they're gonna name the Ultimate Hope after they make him into it. Like, just call him that. It could either be a fake name, it could be a name that he inherits, whatever.
Maybe a little anticlimactic.
Name him after the headmaster.
Well, I suppose there's a connection here.
Mm-hmm.
Or Captain Falcon.
Yeah. It would kind of be pretty egotistical, but sounds like something someone of that mindset would do. Is like, you're the new Izuru Kamakura. You carry on my name now that you are made into the ultimate hope. Or
Which
something.
is great and all that, but it's essentially worthless.
Mm-hmm.
Because bestowing a name like that doesn't mean anything if the guy doesn't uphold the values behind the name.
Not if he's completely programmed to do so. Like,
but then they should be saying you are going to become Izuru, not you are.
Something like that. You know, like, or it could be something like they lure them and say, hey, we're going to give you all the talents you can ever imagine. We're just not going to mention that part where you're also be kind of brainwashed and you're no longer even going to be yourself. You're going to have like a completely different name. I guess we could hold that up.
Stylus isn't consistent enough to say that these two are related.
But I mean, what are we doing anyway? Are we trying to defend ourselves that we're not? We could hold that up as a piece of evidence. This is Izuru Kamakura. He's an old fart, you know? Like, I'm not an old man. I'm a teenager. Or a young adult now, apparently. Unnatural somehow.
We may also have to borrow.
Even though you were mocked for being a reserve corps student, he had a talent.
We've already established you're in a simulation that look younger than you are. That's not a convincing argument. Yes, but Naegi knows what we look like.
Yeah, Naegi knows what we look like, and they said we've only lost 2 to 3 years. That's not enough to transform you into an old man.
How can someone from the reserve corps have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity. Was he hidden in the reserve force?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created hope? That might be Izuru.
Okay.
So let's see, I can argue that we're not hiding Izuru, or we can agree that we're, whatever kind of hope he said.
Created maybe?
hope.
How would we do that?
It'd be hilarious if one of your own lines had yellow words so you could argue with yourself.
What about the list?
The list.
Are we included in the list?
Oh, that list?
Yeah, that list of people. What did it say again?
I think it was.
List of subjects. Okay.
Yeah, right at the top there.
Okay. Oh, that's true. The cultivation plan bullet.
We need to create
True hope.
by consolidating the results of all their research. Cultivation plan.
Good news, Hajime!
Is it there? Yeah, it is.
Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course,
He had a talent all.
How can someone have such an amazing... In order to hide, was he hidden in the reserve?
Then Hajime's.
There's no doubt I've always had that name.
Then Izuru is your.
Hey, you weren't lying to us.
I do not want any more.
Could it be created hope? That must be it.
Good one, James. Thank you.
Created hope.
Thank you.
Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan?
Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create?
For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
There we go.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
Not too long ago, give or take 2 or 3 years.
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent. From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else.
Huh?
You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
And after many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
So maybe 2.0?
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
By the way, govern men.
Did they really do something like that?
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Oh, I get
Different
it.
person? How is he different?
Because this happened during the school year,
That's
I'm
right.
gone back to Hajime.
Yes. So you'll literally lose who you are entirely. You'll become Izuru.
If we don't go the route of overwriting, which we have established is a bad route to go.
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Huh?
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
So they're still there.
Yeah, you're still not there.
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies? He doesn't even have a memory?
It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown...
He'll disappear.
Disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Disappear? I'm wondering if that's gonna pop up in the final showdown. Disappear? Disappear. 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 Disappear.
Blah!
But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Yes. Personal crisis.
Yep. Oh, and existential crisis.
Was that me? No, that's not me.
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this.
Wait, I'm the one who planted the virus?
Oh. Let's see.
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
Yep.
Maybe he did, like, subconsciously when he was inside?
Maybe.
Well, I guess we don't entirely know the circumstances in which they were brought in.
Not to
If they were
mention,
still conscious when they were loaded up, maybe he did something funny.
not to mention, if he was radicalized and he doesn't care and he doesn't think or have the same personality, he could totally do this completely unfeeling about the consequences of having his own personality retcon to his unradicalized self. You know, he's the one that's totally okay with being erased is the one that doesn't give a shit.
To be fair, anyone from Ultimate Despair would be like that situation.
But that's what I mean, as in, like, I can see him doing this and not caring, you know?
It's not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try.
Counterpoint. Hi.
Have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
Do? I already know how we can be saved?
Become the Bracken?
No, that means we murder someone.
No. I thought, like, I mean in terms of consequence.
Oh. Nope.
As in, like, he can actually become, like, he can be executed. Nope. Alright. Really? Okay, we're doing that. Graduate, yeah.
I see. I just need to choose graduate then.
Oh, yeah. Because that forces the upload of the personality.
That's right.
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless happy ending.
I've been so caught up in the correct answer that I kind of blanked on, the actual specifics of that one we discarded a long time ago. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I think the game was trying to make you do that.
I'm apologizing to the chat who are all on it.
Okay.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs.
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What we're saying is...
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old. Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? What if the world's hope is different from your hope? Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs, right? Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate. It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think? And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized. And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much. Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
That's what she does, so she can lure you all toward despair.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Hold on.
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
Okay, Byakuya, I understand where you're coming from, but you are not the ultimate motivational speaker.
Yeah, you kind of suck at it.
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
At this point, this is the only way.
No. There is another way. As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories, and everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living. Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
Gee, I wonder if someone's watching the tanks. Maybe Aoi. Maybe they could just not let them out. Leave them in the tanks.
About which is true hope.
I would not trust Aoi with that responsibility.
I don't know, it's been a while. She might have changed. Probably not. Come on.
And which is true despair?
What shall we do?
You're asking us?
You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
Oh boy, I get to
If
run with
everyone
these.
can overcome despair, you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
I only have one bullet.
If our memories up until now disappear, I will not even remember. The reason everybody died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but... I want to see Peko one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault. They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For
Wait,
your
hold on, there's another
protection.
option.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I know, but...
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
Yep, I see what to do.
Hmm.
Graduate or shut down. World or me? Hope or despair? Telling us to choose? Choose between that? Why? Why do we have to choose? Wow, you're just straight up killing me. Okay, scripted, good.
Okay.
Can't do it.
Huh? Can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear? I don't understand it at all.
Both choices are hopeless.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden. Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future! Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
That's...
And there's no answer. So you've chosen to make no choice at all. Jeez. Once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan. Oh well, since I have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens. Well, I can say that. But the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony. Fine, I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too. As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it. So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever, and ever 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 and ever.
Whoa.
Bad end achieved.
Nice. Whoa.
All right, a game reset.
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
Neil.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us.
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right, let's party!
I'm gonna showcase my full cooking ability.
Just leave the BGM to Ibuki.
That's not.
Hey, can I take a picture to commemorate this?
Want to be awed by the sight of my prowess?
I've prepared you a training regiment.
Huh? If you get hurt, let me know.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
Whoa!
After all this time?
Wow. I know this is the bad end, but I'm glad we got to hear his real voice. That's
Hold on,
awesome.
we might not be done yet.
That's so cute.
This again? Ah well, there's no need to think about it. I wanted this ending.
All right, a game reset.
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
What am I doing?
All right, a game reset.
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
Okay.
You have to hit the other one.
Right, a game reset.
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us.
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
The last one?
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right, I'm gonna showcase my. Just leave the BG. Hey, can I take it?
Want to be awed by the... I've prepared you.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
That's not it. You guys aren't
There.
part of the game, right?
Oops.
All right.
And with this, the world...
An eternal
My fault,
game
we changed
utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay.
Young master.
Yay!
Yes, there's
And with this, Junko.
All right, I'm gonna showcase my. Just leave the BG. Hey, can I take it?
Want to be awed by the... I've prepared you.
Should I begin with... That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
Okay, maybe I want to copy that and use on the other one.
All right.
And with this, the world...
An eternal game...
I guess it's fine to stay.
Young master.
Yay!
Yes, there's a...
And with this, Junko.
All right, I'm gonna showcase my. Just leave the BG. Hey, can I take it?
Want to be awed by the... I've prepared you.
Should I begin with a...
After all this time...
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
All right, a game.
And with this, the world will...
An eternal game utopia...
This world...
I see. The internal game utopia is part of the game.
Who are you?
Aww.
I'm just a part of the game. But you guys aren't, right?
Chiaki? Is that you? Why are you here?
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up, telling us the world's going to be destroyed? And to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose. For someone like me, I'm just not able to choose. Seriously, I've had enough. Tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand. Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair. And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too. Isn't that messed up? Hey, you don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left. You're going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again, that doesn't mean I will completely disappear.
That's a great idea! Dude, let's do what Hawk said. Let's put Chiaki and all the dead people.
As amazing as that would be, problem being that we don't have, like, an avatar of her to do that with.
We can maybe modify, Hyoko.
Oh, you mean that person we don't have an avatar of?
As long as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together, I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
You're right, but...
You're probably just scared, right? Not just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden, right?
Yeah. I'm scared. I'm obviously terrified of that.
How much longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Huh?
I think I've earned that right.
Yeah, kind of.
Didn't you want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in yourself.
But everything I learn will be erased.
No matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world. So it's going to be all right. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself.
That'd be great if you got to keep it.
Also, it's amazing what this piece of advice is coming from. Who this piece of advice is coming from. Sorry, I misspoke.
Chiaki, can you tell me something? Which choice should I make? My hope? The world's hope? Which one should I choose?
Choose it for yourself, dummy.
You guys are the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the responsibility, too.
So you're saying I should choose for myself?
Yep.
But if you can't choose either future, why don't you just create one?
Create?
Even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game. You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
Yay!
I choose to save everyone and myself.
Things will turn out okay.
Of course. Games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But this isn't a game, right?
Hey, Hajime, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on, I'll help out too.
Help?
Wow, that's so weird.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
That was worth it. This is me? Is this really me?
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be appreciated. There's no way we can. It's the Future Foundation's fault, not mine.
Also, by the way, here we are arguing
the future.
with ourselves. Okay, there's a line after that, so let's see what he says.
I have no talent. I was even betrayed, but I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru. Who cares what will. I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be. There's no way we can. It's the Future Foundation's fault, not mine. I can't choose the future.
See? If you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the
There
future.
we go. Ah!
Maybe I'll create the future.
Okay.
I have no talent. I was even betrayed, but I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru. Who cares? Well, I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be. There's no way we can. It's the future. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See? If you just do, you should even be able to create the future.
Okay.
No arguing with best girl.
Okay.
I have no talent. I was even betrayed, but I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru. Who cares? Well, I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be. There's no way we can beat June. It's the future foundation. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See? If you just
Okay,
do it,
that's it.
things will turn. You should even be able to create the future.
You can do it.
I have no talent. I was even betrayed, but I don't want to disappear. I'm not
So
Izuru.
Shadow,
Who
you.
cares? Well, I don't want to sacrifice. It's not like I'll be. There's no way we can. It's the future foundation. Not mine.
Here it comes.
I can't choose the future.
See? If you just do it, things will turn out okay.
What?
You should even be able to create the future.
We did. We
There's more to this.
Really?
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated. There's no way we can beat Junko. Even so, it's the Future Foundation's fault. Even so, not mine. Even so,
Ooh.
No matter what kind of future it is, as long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappear. Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future, even if it's a convenient miracle. If you just do it, things will turn out okay. That's why you can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away and give it everything you got. I'll be cheering for you too.
That reminds me. I forgot to say it again.
Gotta wake up.
Just do it of your own volition.
Why everyone died.
Oh boy, you're not having a good time.
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
Click.
Echo one more time. If we turn back into ultimate despair,
Oh boy.
we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
Who are you gonna shoot
This
that
is
at?
your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope.
Oh, story.
If the memories we
We're
made
getting
disappear,
longer.
I will not even remember.
Let's resist. Easy joke.
You can't lose hope.
If the memories we made here just I will not
What?
even remember why everyone died.
If we don't rid the world of the tragedy will start when
I want to see Echo one more. If we turn back into, we might be killed by the
This is your responsibility.
it's not my responsibility. It's the future.
Everyone shut up. It's future time.
Ah, that's why we had those weird lines.
We've ascended.
Woo! Gone Super Saiyan 5.
There will probably be a lot of despair, too.
No, we're Taka.
I don't know what kind of future awaits us. But our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
I'm Taka!
I've decided. I'm done running away. I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
Oh dear. Future! Just one! Good choice.
You despair because you yearn for hope because you despair. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose.
Whee!
Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
What?
Got a little excited.
You despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you just. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is going to continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I'll never let anyone choose again!
Dangerous words there.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Much excite.
I don't want anything. You have no argument. There's no hope. Just give up already. A miracle won't happen. What is this crappy feeling? I don't want anything. Yuzuru! You have no argument. The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. You're not hope. I don't want to lose anything. The future will make you suffer. You have no argument. I don't want anything. You have no argument. There's no hope. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do anything. No, that's wrong.
Fusion, ha!
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this all of a sudden?
It's no bug. I'm just obstinately denying everything you're saying.
Yes.
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
Huh? But...
Don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence,
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just create it on our own. The future that we want.
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
Cue music.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else!
We just have to press these two buttons at the same time, correct? I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it. When my body felt so heavy that I could not move, when I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea, it was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it, like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shined that light, it was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right? Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision.
I'm well aware it might be an act of suicide. There's no telling how this will play out.
Oh man, is he gonna look shonen at the end of this?
But... I heard her voice. In fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff. If there's someone strong worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know? That's what it means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
Man, this sure is getting annoying again, but if you're saying you're gonna do it, There's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
So you're staying?
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
Your first fuck up was involving an ultimate hope.
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible! That can't be hope! It's not even despair! What is this?!
Hajime, everyone, thank you.
I'm not the one you should be thanking.
Huh?
All of the points.
Well, let's get started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right?
This is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on, we are the ones who are going to create.
Monami!
Usami.
Usami, sorry. Usami. Ooh, she got her stick back. Ooh.
Going to the table.
Yep.
Okay, I'm glad we touched that game a little bit.
Ooh. Shredded by rainbows.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again. How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
Is just so hopeless.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I was gonna ask, what happened to her arms, but they're just folded behind her.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
Why did you guys...
This wasn't the ending prepared for them.
Why did they program themselves to look like their past selves? Just...
To reuse assets.
I guess. Only they were redrawn, clearly.
Or who says this is their past selves? Like, they could have picked these guys up right after they left Hope's Peak Academy.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
This was the ending they created.
Though, true, these guys were all in the same... they should have been before.
We'll find out.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Oh, she got bigger.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Thank you, Mechamaru.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
So this is the end. But it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? Doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared. So scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere, 'cause we're all friends after all.
What is that? Oh, giant cell phone.
Yep.
Can you imagine trying to carry that around? It's like the size. It's like the size of a stereo.
And so, the incident is coming to an end. The incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, with sheer irrationality, is about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope Peaks Academy's biggest, most tragic event. Smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, by definition. An incident so small, it doesn't even have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. As long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then, I guess we should get going.
See? They have different outfits on.
Those are the...
No, different. They're all wearing black. They got
Hey, Makoto,
uniforms.
Is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me. So I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
Wow.
The possibility isn't a problem. Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
Strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
Haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Eternal youth.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision.
Wow,
this time.
Byakuya is smiling kindly.
He does that.
But kindly.
However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
You're already kind of traitors.
Yeah.
We need to work on concealing it.
Little late.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Huh? Okay, yeah, whatever.
I can identify at least one problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Hi.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished. We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
You know you love it.
Yeah, you totally do. Can we have an
Plus,
acronym for
there's
this, though?
someone waiting for you to return.
Let's see. TB... T... Yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe if you skip the does, but even then you're gonna get a mess of consonants. Biggest, most awful, most tragic. Bemampt?
The Banampt.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Sorry, we won't make acronyms anymore.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
And so, the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably going to be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
Ah, he did it. Yay.
He got a haircut.
Yeah.
My future lies here.
Epilogue.
There we go.
Well,
Quite the journey.
yay. Well, they put a little bit of a hopeful little... They're going to try and help their friends, so I'm going to hope for Gundam to come back. Wows us with more of his amazing lines.
There's more than just Gundam, you know.
Yeah, I know, but he's...
Okay, so... what do we say? I don't want it to be over. Here we are. So, I think analyzing this game, we're not going to be able to completely divorce it from the first. The first thing that comes to my mind I don't felt like I was forced into any super stupid decisions like I was in the first one. Now, I still had forced decisions. They just didn't feel as outrageous. I'm also noticing that I didn't pick up quite as many good songs this time around, good pieces. Part of this is because they reused so many awesome ones from the last game, but I can't really recall any of the new ones.
Yeah, they don't really stick out very much, except for like a few of the really tension-rising ones, but they just sound like the ones we've heard before. Oh, except for Mon Amis, but that's more like an earworm than one that
We
I
did not speak of her theme.
more than what I actually enjoyed.
But that aside, I was very worried that I was not going to get attached to the characters, and I was clearly proven wrong.
Yep.
It had a fantastic cast.
Not to mention, I love the complexity of the trials. Like, just uncovering them was just as difficult as the first game, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the writing is just as strong, if not stronger. Despite a couple of... the word's not coming. They kind of fell into some trappings, like Nekomaru's shit jokes and I feel terrible for forgetting her name. The nurse's
Mikan. Mikan.
Mikan, that's it. Tangerine. Her whole not voyeur. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, her fan service.
Yeah.
And I'd have to say there were some points where they were stupid for plot convenience, and sometimes like the answer was just right there, or they had just reached it and they conveniently forgot it, like a scene from like a scene ago. And so,
but even then, like,
but that didn't
Feather hyped it up. I don't think it was nearly as bad as she hyped it up to be.
It wasn't so bad.
It mostly stayed towards the beginning, and then as we got into the end, well, admittedly some of those characters died, but it kind of went to the background. I like the new minigames. It's taken like a year, but I can finally play some of them. I want to blame that on not being able to do them for like 2-3 weeks in between because of the streaming schedule. But that's just kind of how it is. I do want to mention one thing, and that's about the Usami minigame. I think, considering, I believe that the PC version of this is a port, and it was originally PS Vita, PSP, something like that. And so if you had that analog stick, it would be a lot easier to make the circles that I was trying to go for. So that would probably help a lot. It might not necessarily be a great game at the end of that, but it would have been a lot better than my initial experience.
Now I can finally watch the anime.
Be careful if they tease anything about the third one.
I don't know. But I want to watch it, damn it.
As for voicing, I had a lot of fun. I felt like I wasn't anywhere near as consistent as I was with the first one, especially Hajime, goddammit.
That was difficult.
But
it was fun.
And lucky me, he's the main character, who also has inner monologue. Yay!
Are we gonna play Ultra Despair Girls? Are we there?
So, I do own Ultra Despair Girls. I was definitely considering playing it. I wasn't certain if it was something that should be streamed. Considering JM of everyone here probably understands that game best, he might be able to weigh in on that. Otherwise, I might just do a little peek into it and see what we're working with.
I'm definitely interested in the story.
So as far as the gameplay goes, yeah, it sounds like I'm going to be fine at that. Even if I weren't, I heard that Genocide Jack is easy mode, so you can just get forward with that anyways. I'll resist that temptation. My main concern is I'm going to be doing the gameplay and not doing any talking whatsoever.
You can try doing one of them. I don't think anyone will care. Go outside your comfort zone. Give us your most demure voice there. Read the title. Oh, okay. Aww, screw you.
He loves us.
I'm not gonna miss you. Obtained Easter
I try
egg.
can stream it. Okay. The Easter egg. We'll see. It's definitely not going to be the next project that I work on. I've got a handful of things planned. But I won't shuffle it out of the circulation then.
Mm-hmm. What's the Easter egg? What is it? Is it...
Let's take a look.
It's like a little... Okay, got another present. Usami strap.
So many things.
Danganronpa 1F?
IF.
IF?
It's a Neptunia reference, I think.
Huh.
Well, Idea Frontier. Is that it? I just remembered that it was Compact Heart or something, and Idea Frontier, and two of the main characters were based on those companies because every character in that game is based on a console or game company. And so one of the characters was named Iffy, and she was with the IF group.
Danganronpa.
Interactive fiction? That's in the menu.
Novel.
Written by that scenario. Huh.
Ooh. Oh dear. Happy Trigger IF. The Button of Hope and the Tragic Warriors of Despair. From the beginning, character introduction.
That's Mukuro.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to take a peek at this and see whether it's stream worthy or not. But not today.
Okay. Oh, check the extras. You might be able to check the items. Darn. Maybe not.
I'm gonna grab it.
Oh, here we go. So what did
No,
we...
this is just to buy some standard stuff.
Darn!
Well, we have the IF.
Mm-hmm.
We can see what that is.
What's island mode?
Oh wait, I think I've heard of this.
What?
And I think I might have even mentioned it in the first one too. I think this is the one where they find an evacuation button or something at the very beginning of the first game. And so they start an escape with basically everyone alive, at least at first. I'm not sure how it goes.
What's island mode?
Oh, an alternate
Storyline where Monokuma lost against Usami.
Welcome to Dangan Island.
Okay.
That sounds like it's going to take a while, so maybe I'll take a look at it off stream.
They have a continue option too.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, any other thoughts?
No, I had a great time actually. I like doing all the characters even though they were really, really hard to voice sometimes. And go through all the free times there. I'm gonna see all the things.
Okay, guys, I'll take a look at this stuff and I'll see if we need to do a bonus session or something.
Especially if there were free times we missed out on. That would be cool if we could actually do them. Find out more about each character.
Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. So island mode it's the same as in the first game, where after you beat the game, you have a no problems whatsoever a scenario where you can just go through all the heart-to-hearts with everyone.
Cool.
So you can max out your hope crystals that way.
There's some differences?
Well, anyways, it's been great having you on once again. Thank you for joining me. There's a couple of ups and downs, but, you know, we all live and learn. So, with that, I think we're going to be signing off for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and joining us. It's been a blast. I'm eagerly watching DR3 to see when it goes on sale. But that's in the future that I created.
Well, looking forward to seeing you guys again sometime.
Until then, take care, everyone.
Bye.